The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Now it's Jackson. Quick throw there is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the ride, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
This is taken around the 12. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So that's the rookie's 1st trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Browns are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns 0.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. And the Ravens first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the... Went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
2nd down and 4. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. This pass caught by Beckham. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Watson just beating the play clock. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson, options out left. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Watson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw is Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive... Down the numbers! There he goes! Inside the 20, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's 17-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball and the guy who's got it, because here they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play, and he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Don't worry.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Chubb running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th quarter deficit.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Shut up! 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Following one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And when you look at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd down.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to.
To throw, Watson.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Hey, 24.
Now Watson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Chubb. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here it is, 4th and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's arm, and I'm making key plays when I'm doing shows. Gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break.